Greetings, my wonderful students. Today we discuss Europe in crisis, wars of religion. This starts in the 1500s, Spain's militant Catholicism. Now, going back a little bit, you might recall we had talked about the reconquest of Spain in 1492, when Ferdinand and Isabella were able to drive out the Muslims, the Moors, from Spain. Also in that year, they made it a law that you had to convert to Catholic if you were Jewish or Muslim and wished to remain in Spain. So at that time, there was only Christianity. There was only Catholic Christianity in Spain, and so everybody had to become a Catholic. And even when Protestantism started in the 1500s, Spain remained militantly Catholic, using actual force to enforce its religious beliefs. Philip II, who became the King of Spain, was a devout Catholic, meaning he believed strongly, and he also believed in the concept of absolutism, that the king should have total power within his country. Throughout his reign, he worked to spread Catholicism and to stop the spread of Protestantism, and they helped destroy a Muslim Turkish fleet during Philip II's rule. Spain had wars of religion in the Mediterranean Sea against the Ottomans and worked to spread Catholicism amongst the Native American groups in the Spanish Empire of the Americas. Now, the Netherlands had been under the control of Catholic Spain through inheritances, etc., and the spread of Protestantism into the Netherlands led to their declaration of independence, no longer wanting to be ruled by Catholic Spain. And they began to build a trading empire of their own. They established a colony in South Africa. They established a colony in North America, which was called New Amsterdam. Later it would be taken over by the British and renamed New York. They also established trade with India, China, and Japan. In England, Henry VIII broke with the Catholic Church because he wanted a divorce. And he created the Church of England so that he could have total power over religion inside of his country. Elizabeth Tudor, his daughter, became queen in 1558. She repealed laws that had favored Catholics over Protestants that had been put on the books by her sister, her half-sister, I should say, Queen Mary, Bloody Mary. Now, Philip II of Spain sent a fleet of ships to conquer England because of Elizabeth's anti-Catholic ways. The Spanish Armada, however, was destroyed by both a storm and the British Navy, which was still being built at this time. Calvinism, another form of Protestantism, had spread into France, and many of the French nobility had converted to it. These French Calvinists were called Huguenots, and you can see the amounts of lands that they controlled here on the map. Between 1562 and 1598, there were many religious wars between Catholics and Protestants. By 1589, Henry of Navarre, a Huguenot leader, became King Henry IV of France. Now, he converted to Catholicism to gain the support of the Catholics in the country, but he also issued the Edict of Nantes, which protected the rights of the Huguenots. So in that sense, he tried to create peace in France between the Huguenots and the Catholics. Now, the 30 Years' War was a war that began over religion in the Holy Roman Empire, which is basically where Germany is today, Central Europe. Denmark, Spain, France, and Sweden entered the war, and it grew worse. The Peace of Westphalia ended the war and the unity of the Holy Roman Empire, but Germany would not become united as a single country until the late 1800s. It would remain a series of separate kingdoms. And so this is how wars over religion affected lives in Europe at this time. And that is the end of this slideshow.